So 10 weeks ago, we put our beauty little van on a boat and we shipped it all the way from the UK to here, Canada.
Now, when you think of Canada and what it's famous for, you think of hockey, amazing scenes, wildlife, winter sports, and some of the friendliest people in the whole entire world. But what we're about to show you is, in our opinion, its crowning jewel. But before I can, I have to utter the 3 magic words.
Ein, zwei, drei. Let's push it down some ice.
Yep, that's right, because we were on the bobsled track where Cool Runnings was filmed.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, get on up, it's bobsled time.
Because we've made it to Calgary. We got here last night, and what a beautiful city it is. And right in the heart of the city is this winter park where they held the 1988 Winter Olympics.
Now, unfortunately, we can't go on the old bobsled track because they don't run it in the winter. They do some things on it in the summer, but what amazes me is when they build these sort of things, who's going to use the bobsled track? It cost 27 million Canadian dollars to build, and they're on about renovating it now, and it's going to cost $20 million to renovate. Just crazy.
But the rest of the tour is going to have to be done from inside the van and via the drone, because it's -30 today and I have never been so close to crying from the cold in all my life. And that was even with my brand new Milwaukee heated jacket
Looking
on.
good, Jess, looking good.
Look at it. And I had my ski jacket over the top. Now, I have to take a minute to thank William, the absolute legend for this, because he had a chat with his local Milwaukee rep and got us a gift voucher that I put towards getting this little beauty, because I was so happy with the vest. So I'm double bubble now.
What I do have to ask though, Jess.
Yeah.
Did you read the instructions for it?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. So what did you find out this morning?
That it's got double heating function, look. So I can pump this side up or down, and I can pump this side up.
And
or
I'm
down.
gathering that, well, I'm thinking anyway, that one is the arms and one's the body. I don't know.
I don't really know, but I'm on 6 power today. But anyways, back to the winter park that's outside. It's so cool, and I've never seen anything like it. They've got 6 different ski jumps here, obviously from when it was in the Olympics, and then these mad like ramp jumps for people to do tricks on. But I think the coolest thing is they've got like a half pipe, which I've only ever seen on the telly. Now, I'm gutted not to be going skiing in this beautiful weather, but the park doesn't open until 11, and well, it's 10:45. We can't be waiting around all that time now, can we? But I definitely would have hit up that half pipe if we'd got out there, because we all know how good my skiing skills are.
Now, after 2 months of being here, we've finally gone through our first gas bottle, and considering we use it for cooking hot water and Jess's tea addiction, I don't think it's done too bad. Is that 12 kilos, that one? No. 11. How many litres is that, do you know? You don't know? I think we met our first one. Good, mate.
Well, it's teas galore from here on out. I have zero guilt for my tea addiction now, because that refill cost us $11.50 or £6.50. What a bargain! But the reason I think we're feeling the cold quite so badly today is that yesterday it was 1 degree. Like we said, today -30, which is kind of hard to get your head around if you've not experienced it before. I like to think of it like you had a 0 degree day one day and you were freezing, and then the next day it was +31 and you were sweating your bum off. That's the kind of difference we're talking about, and it is absolutely bonkers.
And those difference in temperatures are giving the van a bit of a hard time. Now, we've shown you some of the issues we've had on the inside, but the outside is taking a battering. The only good thing about that is we get another trip to Home Depot.
But before we go inside, let's give you the winter damage tour.
Now, firstly, we're starting to get some rust spots on the top of the roof. Now, whilst they're not too bad at the minute, I'm worried that before long, they might start to look a bit like this.
Secondly, the silicone and paint is all cracking all around the box. Now, I'm not sure if this is just the expansion and contraction caused by the cold, or whether it's all the salt they use on the roads out here. One thing's for sure, she's gonna need a paint job when we get home.
Where I removed the back door, I must have left a little bit of steel on the inside where I drilled the hinge out, and it's rusting from the inside out. And then where I put the infill panel in as well, it's starting to get a bit of a hairline crack.
Continuing on the rust theme, the brand new jerry can that we got has joined the club.
The stupidly expensive Max Air skylight has debonded where it's got so cold, so it's not double glazed anymore, it's 2 single glazed.
And the thing that we need the immediate fix for is the door, because when it gets really cold, the door bows out and you can see daylight through the top and the bottom. Now, initially we thought maybe someone had had a bit of a go at the door, but we found that when it warms up, the door straightens itself out. So I've said it before, and I'll say it again, if you're going to build a Sainsbury's van, do not do these doors.
Well, let's hope they got what we need, but I think we need to buy a few more Milwaukee tools while we're in there. Now you'll know, if you're a long time watcher, that I've got a bit of an obsession with drill bits.
This is what a drill bit box looks like. Normal. Or is it? Drill bits. More drill bits. More drill bits. More drill bits. And the pixture resistance. More bloody drill bits.
But amazingly, I didn't bring any. Well, I haven't got many Imperial ones, so this will be just a job.
I say it's a ploy.
Now this is the blower I bought. This is the double battery blower that I should have got, but I don't want it now. I want something else. The old backpack blower. Look at this little beauty. This one takes 4 batteries down here, look at the picture. So I don't know how powerful that'll be, but I don't think there's any snow that won't touch.
Look at the picture. Are you 5?
I wouldn't even take it off.
You're like a kid in Toys
I
R
think
Us.
I'd just wear it all the time. Can we get it?
No.
I want to try it out. The plan. So I've got 2 of these bolster locks, and I'm going to bang one at the top like that, and then one at the bottom. Then I'm going to drill a hole in the side of this aluminium frame, so that I can slide that in and it'll keep it straight and tight. But I'm not going to do it just yet, because I'm going to wait for the more milder weather so the door straightens up. So I drill the hole in the right spot. Now, we don't use this door in the cold anyway. We normally go out the front, and we're going to replace the door when we get home.
See that in the distance there? That, my friends, is the Rocky Mountains. That's where we're headed.
We've been together for a long, long time. Time goes by so fast. Baby, it ain't been long enough to forget how it began. When I saw you walking down my street, didn't even know your name, but I got a feeling inside of me, nothing's ever gonna be the same.
Turn right onto Lake Minnewanka Scenic Drive, Range Road 115A.
Way back in the day. Yeah, way back in the day. Yeah.
Well, you heard it right, everybody. We made it to Lake Minnewanka. Just trying to compose myself here. My question is, though, is there a massive lake with a similar sort of name? What are we having, Jess?
Oh, we're having Reuben sandwiches. I just bent my finger.
But it feels like we're in England again, doesn't it?
I know, they do not love a park up in the old Banff area. It took us forever to find a spot that wasn't national parks, wasn't no camping, wasn't avalanche risk you'll be towed away. But we finally found a spot, we think anyway. If you've not had these before, highly recommend them. They're just Russian dressing, pastrami, sauerkraut and cheese toasted. Beautiful.
The sky is so pretty right now.
Whoa!
I wonder if your pretty eyes see. I need a good love. I wonder
place.
if you're ever gonna be. In a couple weeks, I could drive away, but you could find another victim. It's not your fault, I feel this way. Senseless.
We've had a lovely slow morning this morning, just doing admin, bits and bobs, getting ourselves caught up, and generally just enjoying these beautiful scenes. But we're going to have to hit the road pretty soon, because I have been watching that boy out the window, and if I don't call him in from playtime fairly soon, he's going to end up in that stream. You know, one of the reasons that I regret not having children, probably the main reason, if I'm honest with you, is that it'd give him someone to play with. Give me a bit of a rest. Well, I'm sorry to ruin your fun, boy, but I think we better be getting on the road.
You want to see my new game?
Your new game?
I've got my stash here, look.
Okay.
Instead of rock skimming, this is ice skimming. Watch this.
Nearly to the other side.
The 4 of that one, dare I say it, if you want to go.
Go on then, go on then.
I know what's going to happen here though.
What, I'm going to beat ya?
You'll probably fall in. Do you know how to play skimming?
Yeah,
Did they do that in Australia?
of course we did. Although we don't really have rocks on our beaches like the old British do. We have beautiful sand. I got 2.
As I expected, absolutely rubbish. You don't throw it far, you throw it to the ground and it will skim. Yeah, as I thought.
Rubbish.
Well, since we've been here, I've seen about a handful of campers. Ever since we've been in Banff, we've probably seen double.
The place to be. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this morning, but what a beautiful day. It's -16, the sun is beaming, and there's no wind, which is perfect conditions for what we're doing today, which is walking through Johnson Canyon. And it said on the information for this path that you might want your little, what are these called?
Crampons, spikes, I don't know.
I think crampons is what you're supposed to have. I don't know if these are full crampons, but John's going risque, but I'm putting them on because I am Calamity Jess.
You just want to use them.
Yeah. I don't want to be left out. Everyone's got them on. I want to be one of the cool kids.
This is where you know Jess isn't a true Aussie.
Not a true Aussie.
Because true Aussies would be doing it barefoot, wouldn't they?
Nah, it's too cold. If it was burning hot, it'd be fine.
We still haven't climbed Everest, have we?
No, we have still not climbed Everest. I don't think we will ever climb Everest.
Do you think we could take? Do you think we could take the Sainsbury's van to Everest? To base camp?
What country is Everest in, John?
Beep! There must have been some little technical glitch there, but he's in Nepal, isn't it?
It is in Nepal. Well done. And where's Nepal, John?
Beep!
Well, I don't know what's more spectacular, these colossal ice falls, the crazy people climbing them, or this beautiful pool at the bottom.
Now this is Steve, the absolute nut job who was just climbing then, and these are the little, what would you call them then?
Those?
Ice screws. And what they do is they screw them in like that, and then obviously the ice comes through because they're hollow, comes out there, and that's what's going to stop them if they fall. Brilliant little bit of kit. And these are the ice axes, and Steve was saying that it's not much more expensive to do than skiing with buying all the gear, but once you've bought all the gear, it's free to do.
I'd be lethal with one of those. Now this place is well and truly worth the visit, and while it's spectacular in winter, in the summer the base of the canyon floor here beside me is a flowing river, and it's a crazy turquoise blue colour, but 1 million people visit here every year, and obviously most of those come in the summer, so it would be absolutely hectic. So yet again I am very grateful for the peace and tranquility of travelling in winter. I have learned from all of my mistakes over the last few weeks and all of this late dinner eating malarkey, and I have dropped everything today to make us an early dinner. It's only 4:30, but I have an evening activity planned and I was not risking another late dinner. So for tonight's dinner, I have made us an Italian sausage casserole, but I made a bit of a rookie error when I was picking my crockery for the van because I went for these soup cereal bowls. What I really should have got was pasta bowls, but crisis averted because I've made myself mashed potato pasta bowl. Look at that, look. I think I'm a genius. Well, dinner was delicious, if I don't say so myself. And for tonight's entertainment, I have brought us to the 7th wonder of the world. Not really, but it is the very beautiful Lake Louise. Now, if you think these scenes are beautiful now, you should see this place in summer. Not that I've seen it in real life, but I'll drop a picture in for you now. But I still can't quite get my head around the fact that I'm walking on a frozen lake. You know what's better than walking on a frozen lake? Torval and Dean are back, baby.
Now, as well as getting these beautiful nature scenes, you also get this beautiful hotel, which to stay in looking out onto this lake in the summer would be incredible. But I've read that to stay in some of the rooms, it's 2,000 Canadian dollars a night. I don't think we'll be staying there tonight.
And it also comes complete with this beautiful ice castle. This is actually the second one of the season because there was a bit of a thaw early in the season and it actually sunk through the lake, and you can see the crack all along the front here where it disappeared.
Now you might have noticed she's been getting a bit better.
I know, check me, you know how? Because Guys, we've been going to some of the little local rinks. All the kids have been laughing at me. We've been practicing. As you saw, we got a hockey stick, so we've been using that as well. I wish I'd known there was nets out here tonight though, so they could have shown you some of my playing.
Them moves. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my Jessica.
Thank you, darling.
36 today.
I'm feeling it this morning.
Now the windows are bad, but the worst is the old skylight because it frosts up and then when it thaws out, it starts to melt and then it drips out of these holes here and obviously off of this. So we have to have the old Karcher.
You do. Although this morning it looks like it snowed inside and then later it will rain. Fun of the cold, eh?
Now don't mind me, I've just got to scrape all the ice off the inside of the window. But what's funny about it is when you look on the bottom here, so this seal, it's like a rubber seal, you see how that's flexible? And that's what seals it to the window. Well, as you come along here, water gets in the seal and it goes solid. So the seal doesn't really act like a seal anymore.
Get scraping, boy, get scraping. Now, we're not moaning about any of these products because up to about -15, they're absolutely golden, but it's just when you put them to the extreme test like this, they start to struggle. What I am really interested to know though, is how much better the really expensive ones are. And we don't regret putting these in here because this is a cheap base vehicle at the end of the day. But when we build our 2.0 version, maybe for the next Arctic, we're probably going to do it on a 4x4 base with lower miles, purpose-built box, so we can justify putting the more expensive windows in and testing them out.
But one thing's for sure, it's a preheater day today. Well, we're up to 78 degrees coolant temperature. See what she'd like to start. She didn't like that.
So seeing as it's my birthday, John's told me we can do whatever I want today. I think you all know what's coming. Cake for breakfast. Pastries. We've got to get something with chocolate in it. The Nanaimo bar, is that like a, what? Because I know like that's got...
So that's a Canadian classic there.
Yeah.
It's got like a brownie base with a hint of coconut, sweet custard in the middle, and chocolate on top.
Okay, I definitely have to get one of those, please. Happy birthday to me. So I've gone for a Nanaimo bar, which is a coconut brownie with custard and fudge on top, an almond croissant, a warm cinnamon bun, and a cup of hot apple cider. Well, that was absolutely beautiful. Let's go see what the Icefields Parkway is all about. But first, we need to top up with fuel because we've got 250 k's with not a single service. Well, it might be a beautiful sunny day, but this is a timely kick up the bum to remind us that the roads can still catch us out.
Love was holding all the cards.
I honestly don't know whether to look right, back, behind, in front. It's wild.
I never thought I could shake this heartache until I saw your light, and it's got me feeling like
We shouldn't, should we?
We couldn't. Could we? It would be really cool though.
Well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Now, I've never been in a helicopter before, but you've ridden a few choppers in your time, haven't you, Jess?
Oh, for goodness sake! Why do you have to always make everything in the gutter? Now, I'm not going to lie, I am a bit nervous, but I'm also so freaking excited. Hello! Now, we genuinely had no plans to do this whatsoever. We were driving down the road, we saw this place, and it's such a beautiful day, we thought we'll give it a punt. They had space for us on their 20-minute flight that's about to leave. It was meant to be. Oh my goodness me.
Going shotgun. Bit of a squeeze.
Well, the people that we're on the flight with today have been kind enough to let me go in the front, so I've got the full action view. Look at this, dials and everything. I'm excited, but I'm literally shaking.
Flash helicopter. You've got a bit of plumbing pipe work, so the windows don't steam up.
I've been trying to move a mountain on my way to get to you. Skinny dipping in an ocean blue. It's an uphill kind of battle to make you see my point of view. Is it worth it? I ain't got a clue. Sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot not to go to Vietnam. Sometimes if it's too good to be true, it means you're getting scammed.
Big peak up ahead of us there is White Goat Peak, and the one to about our 11 o'clock is Mount Climb. On the left side of the helicopter, it's called Purple Mountain.
Don't tell me I'm a fool. I fall for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I can't believe we just did that.
Well, it was all right.
I honestly think it's one of the best things I've ever done in my whole entire life. Like, I thought it would be good, but
This is the best thing about not planning travelling, really,
Yeah.
because it just worked out a treat. But it was weird. You'd hit like air pockets when we was up there, eh? So it'd like lift you up and then drop you down as well.
and I thought I might get a bit sick, but I was totally fine. I think I was just too excited.
But I think that's next on the list, isn't it?
What?
Become a pilot.
Oh, Jesus.
I could see me in the outfit anyway.
Oh, no. Well, actually, maybe. Now, if you're wondering how much that was, it was £362 or 637 Canadian dollars for the both of us, which is a huge amount of money. And a couple of years ago, we never would have done it, but we just think we might only ever have the chance to do it once and to be here once, so live while we can.
But one thing that's still on the old bucket list for the air is a seaplane. So I'm hoping when we get to Alaska, we can give that a go.
But the reason we found the helicopter place in the first instance is because I was bringing us here to the middle of Abraham Lake, because it has a really cool natural phenomenon where the methane bubbles in the lake bubble up while it's freezing and it forms bubbles in the ice.
This is curling Lake Abraham style.
Hurry, 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 hard, hard, hard. Woo! Going a long way, that.
The only thing is, it's getting windy as anything, and we forgot to bring our spikes. So it's a bit slippery.
Treadmill like Abraham style.
I'll do the...
Moonwalking. Whoa, careful, don't you go down, Louise. Whoa! For the sensible adults of life, we'll do it like this. Hands and knees, much safer.
Get up!
No, guys!
Should have bought the ice skates.
Oh, I think that would have been a disaster. Snow, sweet snow. Griffy, lovely snow. What do you have to say about that?
I reckon this is the best birthday you've ever had, eh?
I think this is the best birthday I've ever had. Thank you, darling.
Wait till you get your surprise later on.
Are you going to wear your helicopter uniform?
I can do the helicopter if you want.
Well, as if today could get any better, this is our camping spot for the night, because we're just outside the national park, and this provincial park provides free camping spots for the night. And I think that this is going to go down as one of our best camping spots of all time. And I just wanted to say that the last 2 years have been absolutely incredible. And if it all ended tomorrow, we'd have no regrets. So here's to you guys for letting us share this adventure with you and for making it possible.